So, today we are going to see a new topic, that is photochemistry. Photochemistry. As we were known that there is a class of reaction, or simply we can say that there are another class of reaction which is known as a thermal reaction, which can be initiated by means of a thermal energy. And there is one more class of a reaction where those reaction can be initiated by means of a absorption of a photon, and these reactions are known as a photochemical reaction. This word is actually comprises out of two words, that is, one is photo and another one is chemistry. That means these reactions can be initiated after absorption of a radiation. That is, if a molecule A absorbs a quanta of radiation, which is also known as a photon, and after absorption of this photon, it can convert it into a product P. So, this molecule A can be converted into product P only when it absorbs a quanta or a photon of radiation. It cannot be initiated by means of a thermal heat or any other way of excitation. So these are the main, this is the main difference between thermal reaction and photochemical reaction. These reactions only be initiated by means of a absorption of radiation. So what happened when the molecule absorbs a quanta of radiation or photon of radiation? Suppose the molecule A absorbs a quanta of radiation. It can be converted into an excited molecule, which is also denoted by a star. Molecule A absorbs a photon of radiation. It goes into an excited state, which is denoted as A star. This excited molecule can dissipate its energy by means of various ways. It can dissipate its energy by simply, suppose this excited molecule emits a quanta of radiation and gets and comes into a ground state. So this is one of the way by which the molecule can dissipate its energy. Is simply by means of emission of radiation. Emission of radiation. And simply it comes to a ground state. That is, again it can convert into a molecule A. This is one way. Another way is this excited A molecule can give its energy or transfer its energy to another molecule and comes into a ground state. That means if a molecule A can give its energy to a molecule B, and there is a formation of a molecule B star, that is, now the B molecule absorbs that energy of molecule A, it gets excited, and again this A molecule comes into a ground state. This is the one way. Another way is, there are various ways. Another way is, this excited molecule A can be combined or react with another molecule and form a different molecule. Like if it reacts with a molecule B star and there is a formation of molecule A and B. So this is one of the way of dissipation of a energy of a excited molecule. So in this way there are different fates of a excited molecule A can be assigned by means of various ways, and this uh, dissipation is in the form of it can be converted into a new structures, it can be converted into its excitational energy to another molecule, it can transfer an electron, it can transfer a proton and gets into a different state. So this is how the photochemical reactions can be initiated. So what are the examples? The example of photochemical reaction is, the most famous example is a photosynthesis. The most famous example of a photochemical reaction is a photosynthesis, in which CO2 is converted into a carbohydrates in the presence of chlorophyll. So in this way the CO2 can be converted into a carbohydrate. This process is completed in chlorophyll, and the process can be initiated only when after the absorption of a radiation. So this is the most common photochemical reaction which is going in a plants, and by performing this reaction they can synthesize their food. So this is the most common example, that is photosynthesis. Another example of a photochemical reaction is a formation of a vitamin D in a bones. So how this synthesis of vitamin D has been takes place? It can be takes place by exposure of a 7 dihydrocholesterol to a sunlight. So how this vitamin D is formed in the body? Simply by exposing this 7-dehydrochloresterol to a sunlight, and after exposure of a sunlight, this particular biomolecule is converted into a vitamin D. This is also one of the most common photochemical process which are going on, or is a one of the example of a photochemical reaction. Another example of this is a vision of a eye. The vision of a eye, we can simply sense or we can see those objects by means of conversion of certain molecules which are undergoes photochemical reaction, and while doing so we can sense a particular or see a particular object, and this can be done by means of a photochemical process. There is one more example, that is synthesis of a ozone molecule. This ozone molecule can be synthesized from O2 molecule simply by means of a photochemical reaction, and this photochemical reaction leads to a synthesis of this O3 molecule, that is ozone molecule. And as we well know that this ozone molecule are very much important in order to protect the earth from a harmful UV radiations. So this is how this is what is one more example of a photochemical reaction. And as you have known that, as we can see that all these processes are very much important in order to sustain a life. That means photosynthesis process where the plants can synthesize a material, plants can synthesize their food by means of this photochemical method. Another one is the formation of vitamin D, which is very much essential for animals. Then vision of a eye and synthesis of an ozone molecule. So from this example we can conclude that how important are the photochemical reaction in order to sustain a life on a earth. So let's start with difference between photochemical and thermal reaction. Photochemical reactions, thermal reactions. So this photochemical reaction, as we well know that the major difference between thermal and photochemical reactions is a process of initiation. The photochemical reaction can be only initiation after absorption of a photon. The photochemical reaction cannot be performed in the absence of light. It has to be photon which are responsible to initiate the process or initiate the reaction. While in a thermal reaction, this reaction only initiated by means of a absorption of the thermal energy. Thermal energy. It means that the photochemical reaction can only be performed in the presence of light. In the presence of light, while the photochemical reaction can be performed in a light or in a dark system. There is one more difference between these reactions is that the free energy delta G during the process is this delta G may be positive or it may be a negative. For the photochemical reaction, the free energy delta G might be positive or negative. While as we have known that in the thermal process, the delta G is always negative. We have already seen this in a thermochemistry. Okay, the delta G is always negative. There is one more major difference between these two is the photochemical reaction are a selective reactions. That means a photon of radiation can be absorbed by means of molecule, and there is only a certain part of a molecule or only a reactive only a selective part in a molecule can undergo particular reaction. That means these processes or the photochemical reaction are a selective in nature. These processes are selective in nature. While thermal energy do not provide a selective reaction. So a little selectivity can be achieved by means of a thermal reaction. So these thermal reactions are a non-selective reactions. These are non-selective reactions. So this is a so today what we have seen is what are photochemical reactions, what are the examples, and what are the main difference between photochemical and a thermal reactions.